over the last 12 months for a long time. He's very established now.
He is very established. But what I mean, Steve and I watching that, we're gasping at some of the shots he plays because we couldn't, you know, Steve has won 6 World Championships. I could never play some of those shots that he played. It's just like a different game. And it's just so refreshing to see. And it's just so much belief in his ability at such a young age. It's just fantastic. It's great for the game.
Okay. I'm sure he believes that he can get one more. Will it come in this frame?
Stuart still playing the aggressive shot. Played that positively. For the black, didn't play it with a lot of safety. But has he left this red? Whoops.
Yeah, nearly, wasn't it? Nearly. Just wonder whether he could really get through to all of the red, you know. Looked very tight, and then of course he nearly had the fluke.
Thanks.
Well, it sounded like someone from Chaz and Dave there. I think the thing is now that he's reached the point of no return as Stuart, and he's got to raise his game. I've been saying that most of the match, even though he's hung on in there. He can certainly play better than he's shown, and maybe now with his back against the wall he can produce that A game of his. We'll see.
Of course he did it in Australia to win his first ranking tournament. Won the last 4 frames to beat Mark Williams. So there'll be no fear. As you say,
16.
Sometimes you can relax in your game and you know that you've got nothing else to lose.
17. $24.
Oh dear.
JUDD Bingham 24.
Well, how's he missed that? He had a chance there. If he'd have made a sizable break, a frame-winning contribution, it might have given him the lift to push this match all the way. But you cannot miss when you're in like that. Not at this level. Looks as though he's just about covered the red, though. But Judd will have to play a pot somewhere because he's got that red over the corner. Good shot. There's pressure on that. He'd like to have run through an inch or so because he's hampered playing the pink, but it's made a little bit easy. He doesn't have a lot to do with the cue ball. Yes, well played. And now frame and match at his mercy.
7. 8.
Yeah, this is just the sort of opportunity you want, isn't it, to win the match. Not a safe red on the table. Nothing to do but just hold your concentration, one shot at a time.
13. 14.
He held his breath there. He almost snookered himself. And again, played that well. Played to follow through for the red that's over the left corner.
Cue ball. 20.
Yeah, a little bit of a bounce, but I don't think that was the reason. Well, he's not on the blue. He's not making things any easier for himself here.
Yeah, that previous shot in the pink, I would say 98% of players would have just rolled that pink in. But Judd, he much
23.
prefers to stun the ball. You see, he chooses to play and run through. If he just drops that in and rolls through, there's no chance snooking himself.
But he looks to have read the situation now because he's played that absolutely inch perfect. So a couple of shaky moments, positional wise, but looks he's back in
29.
good shape.
30.
It would be a boring game, John, if everyone played it the same way, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. And he certainly breathed a little bit of life into the game as Judd Trump.
36.
And has continued that tremendous run that he had in the World
37.
Championship at the end of last season, with winning the U8. And it's a little bit more difficult, particularly when you're
44.
getting there. And we've got to remember, taking a few knocks along the way as Judd, because he turned professional
45.
in 2005. It's not as if he only turned professional a couple of years ago, so he really had to work his way up the rankings. And now he's there, he looks completely at home. It's where everybody thought he should be. It just took a little bit longer than everybody expected. He's just struggling though at the moment to get that cue ball in
50.
inch perfect position.
Yeah, 2 shots previously, I played a really careless shot on the red. He put the red into the side of the centre, which left him too much angle on the blue.
Judd Trump. 50.
Not on line yet then. He's back to his seat, got a 26-point lead, but there's still a possible 59 left on the table. The best he could hope for there was to leave it reasonably safe, and it is reasonably safe. I'm not certain whether Stuart will be tempted by this red to the far right corner. He was. Hello. Oh, well, would you believe it? And even if the blue is covering the direct line to the red, he's got a red on the baud line that he can knock onto the other. He's got to be careful if he tries to play this cushion first, because that red is right in the jaws of the pocket. You get it all together. Couldn't be much more in the jaws. I don't know. It's not dropped, to be honest with you. Well, it was right in the jaws. You have to be very accurate. So Stuart Bingham was very fortunate there not to leave it. Oh, well, misjudged. Oh, is he going to pot 2 reds?
1.
Well, that puts a little bit of pressure on this brown now. Brown or green.